going on, world? It's your nutritional wellness guy, me, Chef D, and I'm excited about today's superfood. That's right, we're in the superfood category. We're gonna make my Old Bay and garlic crispy kale chips. Now we're gonna do it two ways. I'm gonna use Miss Mary. Y'all know that's my air fryer. She got some love today. And also we're gonna do it in the oven. I'm gonna show you how quick and easy and fun this snack is to prepare. But before we get into all of that, I need you to do me a favor. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. Now, when you get to the end of this and you feel like you got something out of it, a little impact, please like the video. But more importantly than that, share this with somebody in your life who you truly care about when it comes to their health and wellness journey. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Boom.
All right, so we're gonna start with kale. Now, the important thing about kale, you got curly kale, you have flat kale. The whole point is to make sure it's dry. You want it super dry, so that way the moisture doesn't make it crimp during the crisping process. Some grapeseed oil. You can also replace this for avocado oil or olive oil. We have some nutritional yeast. We're gonna give it a nice cheesy taste. We also have some Old Bay, some mustard powder, and we're gonna chop up some garlic. Obviously some parchment paper, because this is what we're gonna line our sheet tray with. Also, we're gonna line our, just like that. And we're also going to line the air fryer up. Let's get into it. Smash our garlic up. It's always good to try to use fresh garlic when you can. I mean, they do have garlic that's already pre-smashed and pre-cut. That's on you. I try to go fresh when I can. Now, the whole point, we're gonna cut this up nice and small because we want it to fit on all of the chips. But we don't want it too big and we don't want it too small. The reason why we don't want it too big is just mainly because it won't really cook the same time. This won't be in the oven that long and the temperature won't be hot enough. We don't want it too small because we don't want it to overcook and burn. But again, this is a safe recipe. Again, at this time, just preheat your oven to about 300. We'll put this in the bowl. Again, it can get a little smaller, but I like mine. That garlic's gonna be like a nice little crisp on there too. And I'm just gonna add the ingredients. The grapeseed oil. Mind you, you don't need a lot. You just want to, we're gonna massage the leaves. And we'll sprinkle this on the top. These have already been washed, rinsed and dried. So I'm gonna use my hands. Sometimes you can use your hands. It's all good. See how that's getting a lot of love. And again, the oils, it stretches. It's you know, the leaves become a little porous. They start to absorb it. That smells amazing. Just like that. And all we're doing is just spreading them out. Now, I've done this a couple of times and I can't tell you if it's better doing it dark side up, light side up. Either way, they cook really well. One thing I do know is they need to be spread out so they can't be on top of each other. Sometimes you have a craving, especially when you're trying to take control of your health and wellness journey. Try to fight those cravings. Sometimes it's a salty sensation, sometimes it's a sweet sensation. And we go back to our old faithfuls. Again, don't try to overcrowd it. I know it's super tempting. So look, this is almost overcrowded. Actually, this low key is overcrowded. So I'm gonna put this in the oven and then we're gonna line up another sheet tray. So another thing is, kind of have it pre-sprayed already. Just do a little bit for the kale chips. Now, putting parchment paper in here sometimes not the best because once the air starts to go in the air fryer, paper blows everywhere. So just kind of make sure that the bottom of your air fryer has some type of spray on it, some type of non-stick. There are some things on Amazon and other shopping places where you can get that actually is for the air fryer so it doesn't stick, but we're just gonna do it like this. And again, no overcrowding. I know it's not a lot, but sometimes that's all you need, just a small little snack. I'm gonna put this in the air fryer, 300 for 10 minutes. And we got this one too. Now you see, you got like a couple of little balls like this. This is like the garlic part. You don't necessarily need it. Let's say you didn't have fresh garlic. This would actually be like garlic powder. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll add the rest of this to the air fryer in the first tray. I'll spread it out and I'll put this in the oven. I'll be right back. Nice and fluffy. And I know you're like, what? Boom, just like that. It's hot. Now, the whole point, again, you don't want them going too long in there because then what will end up happening is they'll start getting bitter. They're overcooked. It will, if they seem like they haven't dried out all the way, they will. But let's just give it like 2 minutes and then you'll see how they turn out. Look how beautiful these are. All right, let's go. And see why we use the parchment paper? Because it helps with the stickage. Great movie snack. I know you think about popcorn, but this is also a really good movie snack. And you really just can't have one. I mean, it tastes so daggone good. And you know what's funny, or I shouldn't say funny, what's interesting is that they all have their own little identity. You know, like no two are the same. The garlic turned out perfectly, that Old Bay, boom. All right, let's try it out.
What do we have here? Kale chips.
Let's get into it.